All right, you beautiful souls, how are you today? Aaron Michael Eschenberg here, bringing your horoscope for Tuesday, the 23rd of April, 2019. We have a really, really beautiful day ahead of us. I cannot express such a great breakthrough kind of a day. Breakthrough is the name of the game. Expansion, and breakthrough is what's going on this week, and specifically on this Tuesday. So let's go to the chart. Let me show you what's going on here. So we've got the moon, okay, conjunct Jupiter. Now this is always one of the happiest days of the month, okay? When the moon connects Jupiter. Anytime we have a Jupiter transit, an aspect to Jupiter, it's very jovial. It generally means more. You know, it's like it's the biggest planet in the solar system. It's this like big fat happy kind of Buddha thing. And just is more. Just this gas giant. You know, whatever it is, more. We're just going to keep expanding. We're going to keep expanding and keep expanding. Okay? And we're talking about the moon. The moon is our emotions. We just want to expand. We want to expand. And the sign of Sagittarius is about knowledge. Knowledge and having faith in ourselves. The fire sign, the last fire sign that is out there of others, other people. Having faith in ourselves that we're going to find the right people that we're going to connect with. That there's going to be more community and more social events and more knowledge and more sharing. And further, an even better aspect that's happening today. Let me show you this one. Even better, because the moon Jupiter happens once a month, right? So, but this only happens once every year and a half. And now, let me show you. Right here. Let's look at these three beauties right here, okay? This is Venus. This is everything we love, want, and desire at 3 degrees. This is Chiron, the wounded healer, slowly moving through. Takes about 7 or 8 years to move through a sign, kind of like Uranus, really slow moving. But Chiron, hold on for a second. Hold up. Chiron is technically a giant asteroid. It is like the mother of asteroids, father of asteroids. I don't know. It's a guy. Anthropomorphized, personified as a guy. Anyway, you know, he's the wounded healer. So when I talk about Chiron, which isn't too often, I am more recently because of its new placement into Aries, but understand that we're talking about a giant asteroid, that its gravity is so intense, we oftentimes consider it in astrology more so than other asteroids or more so than other stars, you know, fixed stars. So that's what Chiron is, okay? A giant asteroid, the wounded healer. It's a very important part he plays in the zodiac. So let's go back. All right. So Chiron, the wounded healer, slowly moving through Aries, healing the wounds of self. Venus in Aries connected with Chiron, and Mercury, our intellect, our communication, our intelligence, our information central highway. All three of these, okay? Even this is 5 degrees away, it doesn't matter. It's still making a connection up there in space. All right. Now the sun is still making this connection here to Uranus. So this is still breakthrough kind of stuff. But specifically, this right here is the meat of the day. Now that only happens again once every 18 months or so. Every year and a half. The Jupiter moon thing happens once a month. Venus connecting with Chiron happens once every year and a half. All right. This is a slower transit, slower aspect. Now for the past 6-7 years, it's been happening in the sign of Pisces. This has been about our mentality, okay? This is about that Christ consciousness kind of living, okay? So we've needed to heal our brains, okay, in order for us to expand and evolve in a spiritual sense. Now, Chiron's moved into Aries, so we're healing ourselves, healing the wounds of ourselves. Venus connecting with Chiron today. This is the meat, guys. This is the meat right here, ladies and gentlemen. It's forgiveness. This is loving. This is nurturing. This is caring. And what I'm asking, a little meditation from you today. I want you to go deep within. I want you to think about someone you've hurt in the past. Think about someone you've hurt. And send them love. Think about a happy moment when you were two together. Think about, this could be a boss, this could be a coworker, this could be a parent or a child, this could be a lover. You know, depending on wherever, you know who this is in your life. But as I'm looking at this chart, To me, this has to do with partnerships and relationships. This has to do with like an ex. This has to do with a past love, okay, that has hurt us, that has, it created a scar. Okay, so if we were the ones that were hurt, or we were the ones that were hurting somebody else, whether, we were aware of it or not, this is our goal. There's a two-parter. All right, one is think about the person that you've hurt today. Think about them. Really think about them. Imagine seeing them. Imagine giving them a really warm, long, heartfelt hug. Imagine saying thank you to them. Imagine saying it's so good to see you. We don't have to worry about the apology right now, okay? We don't have to dig into the old, what happens a lot of time. So there was a fallout and two people go away for a long time. Now, they've both lived and moved on and, hopefully healed these old wounds. But when they come back together, they often pick back up the energy where they left off, maybe even years ago. Okay, so in this meditation, in this mantra that we're doing right now, I don't want you to jump back into that old energy. This new energy where we're at now, wherever they're at now is this new place. So we don't have to go back and say, oh, I'm sorry for these things that I did. No, it's just bringing forth the authentic you that you are today, the North Node in Cancer you that you are today, this vision of a new life that you've been creating for months, if not years. So I want you to think about this person that you've hurt, okay? I want you to imagine seeing them maybe at a coffee shop, maybe at a restaurant, maybe at a club or whatever, hugging them, giving them this big heartfelt hug, telling them thank you so much, it's so good to see you. Maybe there's a little conversation, make it up in your mind. Either way, the conversation ends positively, and it ends with you guys both saying, it was so good to see you. Maybe we'll catch up later, or you don't have to add it in at all, But ending it on a positive and both walking away smiling, okay? And then, the door shuts behind you as you leave, and that's it. Resolved. That's the resolution. Now, the other one that I want us to do today. This is deep, this is serious, but this is very serious. Again, the brain does not know what's real or not. The brain has no idea if this person's really in front of you or if they're not. Okay, our brain is a very, very powerful super processor. Second one, whoever has hurt you, okay, think about that person who has hurt you maybe the most. Maybe someone you love that broke your heart, just walked away, left you high and dry, and you're like, why did you leave me with nothing? Couldn't you talk to me? Couldn't you communicate? Whatever it is, whoever it is in your life, think about that person that hurt you, that wounded you. And same thing. Maybe you're getting up from a cafe, a coffee shop, and oh my God, I haven't seen you in years, maybe months. It's so good to see you. Imagine that positive conversation happening with these two beautiful souls. Maybe there's been a lot of healing, a lot has changed over these years since you've seen each other. Tell that person, oh my God, it's so good to see you, thank you. It doesn't matter. They don't have to apologize to you for hurting you. You're just happy to see them, thankful to see them. And again, you smile, you give them a warm embrace. You let go of this old and you say, it was so good to see you. And they say it back, it was so good to see you too. And you smile and you walk out the door. Just let the door close behind you. But sending out that positivity, okay? Sending out this, I am healed. I am me. I'm allowed to express my joy and my happiness. I don't have to hold you accountable for my lack of or my enthusiasm, my joy, my overabundance. This is in here, this is me. And it's just so good to see you, knowing you are part of my journey, knowing that you shaped part of who I am. It's always for the better. It is always for the positive. Okay? So this day, Venus and Chiron in Aries is healing ourselves, healing our heart. And with the sun still making this connection to Chiron, we're breaking through. So it's just like maybe we've been, maybe we've been calloused And maybe that bunion falls off today, you know? This calloused heart opens up today. And boom, we can just fill it with love. We can fill it with appreciation from where we've been to where we are, where we're going. We can think about the people who have hurt us. We can think about the people who we've hurt. And just send them that love, because that's how we heal. All right. Last thing I'm going to leave us here with is understanding, if you're familiar with thermodynamics, I don't want to jump too much into thermodynamics at the end of this daily horoscope, but it's the simple concept that you can never create or destroy energy. It is only transferred from one to another. Okay. And when it is transferred from one to another, it can be transmuted. What that means here is if somebody hurts me, okay, this energy hits me, and now I'm gonna react. I'm gonna respond, and now this energy is gonna go someplace else. And if it's anger that's coming at me, energy of anger, ooh, maybe I'm angry, and maybe I take that out on you. As Ralph Smart says, you kick the cat down the road, you know? So, this is alchemy. This is the true nature of alchemy, my friends. It's like, no, this anger hits me, this energy hits me, I am strong enough. I am healed. I'm my own warrior of light. Wah, yeah? And it's just like, this stops with me because I am the change that I seek to create in this world. I don't have to be angry with you. I don't have to take this anger energy and change, and give it to somebody else. Here I can take this and turn it into love. So whatever is going on with you today, whoever in the past or the present is hurt you, transmute this alchemy into love. Okay? God, doesn't get better than that. Best day of the month. Happy Tuesday, my friends. I'll see you tomorrow.